Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm filming this as a video response for Karatepopcorn. She recently posted a video saying that she wants to begin watching the Halloween series. She's only seen the first one and the third one, and she was wondering, which order she should watch the movies in. If there was a better order to watch them than just watching them from 1 through 8. I noticed a few people commenting saying that she should watch 1, 2, and then H2O. Others said, she should watch 4, 5, and 6 together. A few people mentioned the Rob Zombie Halloweens as well. I definitely see where they were coming from, with those recommendations. However, I feel that since she's watching them for the very first time, I think the best thing to do is just to watch them in order. I mean, that's the way they were meant to be seen. And I feel that, seeing as she is watching them for the first time, it's going to be kind of strange to watch 1, 2, H2O, Resurrection, and then go back to 4, 5, and 6. Because there's kind of a big jump there. And, I think that's, the point in which they were filmed that way. I know that there's different storylines in there. There's, what people consider the Laurie Strode trilogy, which I don't know really why they call it that, because technically her story does end in Resurrection. Whether we like it or not, the fact is she is in 4 of the films and not only those 3. And then there's also, the Jamie Lloyd storyline, which I really love. And then, the whole Curse of the Thorn aspect and all that. But however, with that being said, I think it's tough to really watch the Laurie Strode storyline first and then go back to the Jamie Lloyd storyline, because it just doesn't work time-wise. The Jamie Lloyd story takes place, in between, the time period of the Laurie Strode storyline. So I definitely feel the best way to do it is to watch them in order. So yeah, I would definitely start with the original. You can go either way with this. You can either watch, the theatrical version or the extended edition. Preferably the extended edition in this case, since you are going to be watching them in order, and this gives a little bit more of an insight into the story. So you may want to do that. Then go on to Halloween 2, of course, which continues right after the first one, so no problem there. Now, I do still recommend watching 3, even though it doesn't feature Michael Myers. However, this is the one time I think you'd be able to skip a sequel. If you choose to skip Halloween 3, because as you said, you've already seen it anyway, you won't be missing anything by skipping this one. Next, go on to Halloween 4. I love this one. This is my favorite sequel in the series, and it just has a really good storyline that continues for the next couple of films. So, really like that one. Halloween 5 takes place right after Halloween 4, so, that's a given there. And then if you can track down a copy of the Halloween 6 Producer's Cut, also known as The Origin of Michael Myers, I highly recommend that one. I've said it many times before. It definitely makes a lot more sense than the theatrical version. However, this is, pretty difficult to track down a good copy of, so you'd be fine sticking with The Curse of Michael Myers, which is Halloween 6. This finishes up the Jamie Lloyd storyline from 4 and 5. And, it does have its moments, I guess. From there, that's when you finally want to go on to H2O. This continues the Jamie Lee Curtis storyline, or Laurie Strode storyline, from 1 and 2. There's a big jump. It's supposed to take place 20 years later. So I think watching, 4, 5, and 6 in between 2 and H2O is a good thing, because there's supposed to be that 20-year jump. So watching 2 and then directly H2O after it, it just doesn't seem right to me, because it's supposed to be, a long period of time in between. So at least you get the effect by watching 4, 5, and 6 in between the 2. From there, move on to Resurrection, which is my least favorite in the series, and it's really not that all enjoyable, but it does finish up the the Laurie Strode storyline, so you definitely have to watch it. And then from there, you can move on to the remakes, which you can really watch at any time, because it is a reboot of the series. They're not direct sequels or anything. So if you wanted to watch these first, that would be fine as well. But I do recommend watching them after the original series. So that's my video response for Karatepopcorn. I hope this helps. As I said, I would just highly recommend watching them in the proper order, seeing as it is the first time you're watching them. Once you watch all the films, then you can go back and, if you only choose to want to watch the Jamie Lloyd storyline, then you can watch 4, 5, and 6, or the Laurie Strode storyline, you can stick to 1, 2, and H2O. It can be by preference by then, but, as I said, if you're watching it for the first time, I think it's definitely best to watch in order. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this helped.